Hey, this is Chris from CD Talk, and this is another episode of I Buy Old CDs. Yes, I do. I buy way too many old CDs. We're going to be mostly in sort of the alternative rock world today. So let's get to it. Um, First one, this is Dgc Rarities Volume One. So this is something Geffen Records put out in 1994. Basically, it's a way of selling odds and ends of their bands. Teenage Fan Club, Nirvana, Weezer, Beck, Sonic Youth, Counting Crows, etc. etc. You may notice that Sonic Youth song's called Compilation Blues. So they put Compilation Blues on this sort of throwaway compilation. So these were all like demos and B-sides and outtakes. So for example, the Compilation Blues song by Sonic Youth, which actually isn't a very good song, was an outtake from the experimental Jet Set Trash and No Star. Nirvana's Pay to Play, I know, was a demo of Stay Away. Weezer's song was something they'd written early in their career. Apparently, the Teenage Fan Club song had some lyrics that you weren't supposed to say in Scotland. Okay. Then we got some Mission of Burma. I've got Mission of Burma Verses. I've got Mission of Burma Signals, Calls, and March. So I know some of you think the term post-punk is stupid. It probably is. At least it's not proto-post-punk. But it's in those cool greenish rhino jewel cases. Versus is just an outstanding album. Songs like Deadpool. Um, that's how I escaped my certain fate. If you're at all into the 1980s, our band could be your world ethos. You'll like Mission of Burma. Kind of in a weird way, an offshoot of Mission of Burma is this band Mindgrinder. I showed a 7-inch of theirs that I'd gotten a while ago. And so this was a not very well known band from Boston area that was around late 80s, early 90s. This is a 5-song EP on Ace Delica Records. I wonder if that had anything to do with the Ace of Hearts label that some bands like Mission to Burma had been on. And I know that basically the members of this band were basically like Mission to Burma crew members, and the woman in the band was like the girlfriend of one of the members of Mission to Burma. It sounds a bit like Mission to Burma meets X, although it does have a little bit more. This one more so than the single I have does have sort of that early '90s, almost grungy feel to it, even though it's not from the Bay Area. Um, Betty Seville, Lamprey. This is from 1995. This was on Matador Records / Atlantic. Atlantic liked to sign lots of people in the day. I don't think it's as good as Palomine, which came out a few years beforehand, but I like Betty Seville. They really do sound like sort of your Northeast Boston area alternative band, although they were actually from the Netherlands. Here's a rarity. This is Lola One Day in this cheapo cardboard disc. And so Lola was basically sort of a side project. So Frida Love, who's of course in Blake Babies as the drummer, and then her husband Jake Smith, who she'd been with in Antenna and later on Mysteries of Life, and several other people from sort of the southern Indiana alt rock scene put this together. All women except for Jake. There's 4 songs on it, so each of the songs was written by a different member, and I believe that that person was also the singer. The most notable song for me is the one that Frida wrote, Nothing Ever Happens. I didn't know it until now. This is on this Flat Earth label, which kind of put out some sort of obscure alternative and indie music from southern Indiana. And anyway, so Nothing Ever Happens also appeared on the Blake Babies reunion album, which was made shortly after. This CD is from like 1999. This version's different in the sense of, well, obviously it's a different band playing it, but Frida's singing it here. Juliana Hatfield sings it on the Blake Babies. And I also thought that was the best song on that Blake Babies reunion album, even though Frida never wrote many songs, but that one was good. This next one, this was JT's Record Room said I would probably like this band. Somehow I kind of missed them out on them like 10-ish or so years ago when they were hot. So this is the Vancouver-based band Japan Droids, Celebration Rock from 2012. Pretty critically acclaimed at the time. They're a two-piece. And again, it's sort of one part classic rock, one part punk rock. In this, Japan Droids. They're on Polyvinyl Records, and so when I was buying that, I also noticed that this band, Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin, that I owned one CD of, that I had learned of from a compilation. Well, apparently just about everything that this band ever did was on sale. They're on Polyvinyl as well. It looks like they're clearing them out. They haven't released an album since 2015, so they're probably done. This one's called Broom. This one's called The High Country. This one's called Fly By Wire. This one's called Tape Club. So that's like the odds and sods one. This one's called Pershing. There's one other one that I already own. I think I now have a complete selection of Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin, aka SSLYBY. I could make a ranking the albums of Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin, which I'm pretty sure that nobody else has done on YouTube. And I'm also going to go out and I'm going to start a band called Nobody Loves You, Vladimir Putin, because you are an evil, murderous thug and you are one of the worst people in the world. We need an acronym for that. That band will also be known as NLYVP, BYAAEMTAYAOOTWPITW. Nobody Loves You, Vladimir Putin, because you are an evil, murderous thug and you are one of the worst people in the world. Oh, and then I also got this Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats record here. And I definitely like Nathaniel Ratliff more than I like Vladimir Putin.